All right, you little insurance gremlins. 2025, the best way to generate insurance leads with Google Ads. We're back, baby. And what a way to start 2025 with a video that's going to make you a load of money. I made a video like this last year and a few things have changed. Perspective on a few things have changed. The processes that we're implementing have changed. And you need to know updated ways that you can be on top of your game when it comes to lead generation for your insurance company using Google Ads. That said, in this video, we are going to cover exactly what you need to have before launching any campaign, the absolute necessary things that you need to have before you even think about pulling that trigger and starting a campaign. We're going to cover exactly how to structure your campaign so they actually convert, how to structure a campaign so you get deliverability and you get profitable results from that. We're going to cover exactly the landing page structures you should use. Yes, this is a Google Ads tutorial, but we're going to discuss the necessary thing that you have to have in place to actually convert those clicks, that traffic, into a contactable lead, callback, policy sale online, or whatever you're optimizing for in your insurance company. And number 4, we're going to cover the best campaigns to use for 2025. You've got YouTube, DGen, you've got Performance Max Search, all these ones you can use. What are the best ones to be using in 2025? So that being said, why should you even care about this? Well, my business, Grow My Insurance, offers a complete turnkey solution for insurance businesses to generate new leads, calls, policy sales by building and maintaining a completely branded lead generation inbound system that we do for you. The reason I'm saying that, we're doing this daily, generating leads for insurance companies, and these are the exact strategies that we're using right now and implementing to see results. As you can see here, November to Jan, 255 leads, £13 per lead. 340 leads at spending 6,500, generated from September to January over £382,000 in policy sales. From May to July, 1.7 million South African rand in policy sales. In the last 30 days over Christmas, 75 conversions, spending 1.6 thousand. List goes on and on. I'm not going to bore you with too much with this, but we're doing these right now. We're using these strategies that I'm about to explain to you, and I'm going to give you every single thing that you need to be able to succeed with Google Ads. So firstly, before you even think about launching a Google Ads campaign, these are the things that you have to have in place. You must have your tracking codes added to your website. You must be sending conversion data back to these platforms. These platforms are heavy on machine learning, they're heavy on data. And if you're not sending a positive signal back into these platforms to basically say that click that you just sent us, yes, send us more of those. And that click that doesn't have a positive signal come back to us, yes, send us less of those. If you're not sending a positive signal with advanced conversion data, once somebody's booked that callback, once somebody's converted to that lead, once somebody's purchased the policy, you're not going to be able to optimize as you need to. You're not going to get the data you need to. And effectively, you're going to have an uncompetitive advantage versus everyone else who is in this space doing that. It's a very competitive space, and you need to make sure you are doing everything correct. Believe it or not, you need money to run ads. As crazy as that sounds, you shouldn't be running ads if you've got your last £1,500, £2,000, dollars, whatever that might be, and you need to have this as a quick win to fix the business. Make money first, get money available, and then use that money to invest into learning, building the systems that can generate that cash for you. So yeah, believe it or not, you need money to start. And if it's the last bit of money you've got, recommend don't spend on ads. Everything you're going to need is landing pages designed to convert traffic. You could get the best people seeing your ads if they land somewhere that isn't designed to get them to take the next action with you. All that money that you spend on ads is going to be completely worthless. And part of your landing page designs, you have to have a streamlined and user-friendly way to be able to get that person to take action with you, either if it's a quote form, if you're just doing lead generation, I'd recommend something like Jotform, Hayflow, Lead Capture IO. There's loads of them you can use. But really, you want to have a either multi-step or just streamlined way that is better than just using a free Contact Form 7 plugin for WordPress. So make sure that you're doing something like that. So Google Ads structure. What is the best campaign structure you should be using for Google Ads going forward? The best way for me to explain this is you always want to create one campaign based off of each product you're selling. Okay, so think about the campaign as the insurance product. So think of the campaign as a collective group of the product and the niche that you're going after. So best way I can explain this is think about life insurance, for example, life insurance protection products. You've got everybody in this bucket over here, which would fit into the life insurance example. But within life insurance, you've got different products as such, right? You've got critical illness, you've got income protection, you've got the over 50s market, which is a slightly different type of product with the funeral plans that they might be buying. You've got pre-existing medical conditions, which is the same as somebody who doesn't have medical conditions. It's still life insurance, but I would segment them out because it's just a slightly different pain point, different things that these people are going to be concerned about versus maybe not. Versus just maybe mortgage protection might be one of them, sick pay might be one of them. There's so many within that protection market, but this is just an example to help you understand how you would segment that from the overarching idea. Some other ways for me to explain this: think specialist home insurance. You might have a campaign that is maybe for thatched roof, maybe for unoccupied, a campaign for landlords, a campaign for, say, for commercial property. If you've got travel insurance, you might want to segment that out to maybe single trip, multi-trip, cruises, sports, extreme sports, again, the over 50s market. For fleet, these might be for commercial fleets and main fleets, and HTV fleets would be its own campaign. And then if you're going after private fleets, that would also be another campaign. If you think of more leisure products like caravan, these segment out into touring and statics. Again, this is just a demonstration of the ideas of how to structure your campaigns based off the product that you're selling. Obviously, the amount of campaigns that you choose, what products you choose, will obviously vary on, one, the amount that you're spending on your ads, what you want to sell, and really what you want to focus on. So this, again, is just a demonstration of how you would take the overarching idea like travel insurance and how you'd actually break them down into the audience and groups within inside of that. So once you've got your campaigns nailed down, you're going into your ad groups. Now, the reason that we create the campaigns, like I explained above, is so that we can correctly structure our ad groups. Ad groups are where all your main traffic is split into individual keywords. So think about ad groups as the group of keywords that audience falls within. So here's a quick hack for you. If you're unsure on the best trends, if you're unsure about the profitable keywords and the most popular keywords that people are actually genuinely searching, then the easiest way to do this and find profitable search trends is to load up the Google Keyword Planner, which you just load up your Google Ads, type in the top planner, you'll have Keyword Planner, click onto that, discover new keywords, and then go into the search box and basically put the product name that you're looking for, then put the word insurance and then the word for. So it might be life insurance for, travel insurance for, home insurance for, landlord insurance for. So then by doing that is you've been able to get a load of search terms that match the for section, and then it will give you what people are searching after that. So you can segment this by average search volumes, high to low, low to high, or you can just scroll through the list. As you can see, this one here, this is, again, just an example. You've got people searching life insurance for seniors, life insurance for kids, life insurance for over 60s, life insurance for mortgage. And then there's a load of other ones. There's burial insurance for seniors and so many other ones that fall within those brackets. As you can see, there's 926 results there. So that's just a really easy way to be able to start off if you're unsure about what your customers are genuinely searching for. It's an easy way to be able to figure out, find some really interesting trends. Once you've done this with ad groups, you just want to find the trends that people are searching for and create one ad group per trend that you can see under the overall campaign idea. So think of the ad group as an overarching group of keywords. So you don't have one keyword per ad group, but you have a group of keywords that has an overarching idea within that ad group. So the old way that people would run ads last year, maybe 2023, was really the campaign was the keyword, and then they'd usually break it down into match types. So sometimes you'd see like an exact and phrase match. Loads of times there'd be multiple campaigns based on keywords with loads of phrase matches and exact matches and broad matches. That's the old way. No one's really doing it like that at all. This is the way that you should be moving forward. So if you're still using trends like this, these are 2 years old, to be honest, but the way that things should be running is the campaign is the product, then the ad groups are the search trends within that. So you might only have one, there might be two, there might be three, there could be upwards of 10. Again, it depends on your budget and the type of market that you're going after. So a real world example of what this looks like, and it's really important for me to state, this is just an example only. So do your own research, test your own campaigns. This is just a demonstration on how you can structure your ad groups inside of a campaign. So for example, let's just use the life insurance one again. Let's just say we're doing a life insurance for over 50s. Well, we might look through here and see that there's people searching for over 60s, for over 70s. So instead of breaking it down on ages, which you can still do, but you actually want to create ad groups that are specific for those keywords. So an ad group for people searching for over 50s, an ad group for people specifically searching for over 60s, 70s, 80s, etc., as that goes on with the keywords that you can find. For a caravan, you have a touring caravan, but you might also find that people are searching towing caravan. They might also be searching insurance for single axle caravan. They might be searching twin axle caravan insurance. Again, this is a policy feature here for new for old. So people are searching caravan insurance, new for old cover. These are all segments and search trends within the overarching idea of touring caravan insurance. So we're wanting to basically create campaigns and ads that are extremely specific for what people are searching for. That's how you can get the best results. If you've got fleet, for example, people might be searching online for like any driver fleet insurance, business fleet, commercial fleet, van fleet. These are all ways that you want to segment out using sort of the keyword planner tactic that we discussed. So here, just to recap, you want to split your campaigns out into separate product types. Conduct keyword research to find common trends in the market. And then you want to segment each ad group into the specific keyword trend itself. So going into landing pages, basically, in short, you don't want to be doing this. You do not want to be sending your traffic directly to the homepage unless you're targeting very broad keywords. So this is a very nuanced situation, but I would say 99.9% of the time, you don't want to be sending traffic to the homepage. But for example, let's just say you have a really big brand, you're making good money, you're using ads to really scale things up, you already have proven systems, maybe you're already running ads, but you want to get, build them slightly so they optimize and run better. In a situation where maybe you've got a travel insurance company and you're targeting the words travel insurance, it would probably make sense in that situation where you would send it to the homepage. But that's only on the basis that the whole website, the pages, the product pages are also built for conversions. If they're not, then it's probably not a good idea to do that. So it's a very nuanced situation. But I would just say, if you're watching this video, you probably not ever ran Google Ads before. So I would just say, do not do that. Don't send it to the homepage and just send it directly to a product landing page. We discussed this a moment ago as well. Like, you don't want to have a very basic lead generation form that does not convert. So effectively, you just got a really basic form that just says first name, surname, email address, telephone number, submit. Stay away from those. You're going to get fake details. You're going to get incorrect leads. You're going to get stuff that isn't qualified. You're going to get stuff that isn't interested at all. So you want to stay away from that. So here's exactly how to achieve high conversion rates. So here are some fundamental processes that we're using within our clients and the landing pages that we're building to be able to build successful landing pages. As you can see, this one here from all time got a 28.3% conversion across Google Ads. This one here over a 38.69 conversion 4-month period. If you want to have a 25% plus conversion rate on your traffic on Google Ads, these are the things you want to be doing. So above the fold, you want to have social proof and clear headlines. I've just blanked out the logos for these insurance companies for our clients, but just wanted to showcase some of this to you. So as you can see, your clear headlines showcasing exactly what it is that you're doing. We want to build trust by using some certifications that the business has, and reviews as well. We want to highlight that. So as soon as somebody loads up that page, the first thing they see is social proof. They understand that there's other people like them using this company, and that builds trust straight off the bat, which increases the likelihood that somebody actually takes action or reads the content on the page. It's really important that you do that. You want strong call to action. So if you're going to a form that is on another page, then you want to have strong call to actions that basically explain exactly like what is the process. Like, get a quote now, get a quote. This is call to actions that get that person to move in the direction that you want them to have. If you have the form builder on the page, you do not want to do stuff like this. There's just a few examples of other insurance companies that I've found. They're just doing first name, surname, date of birth, email address, phone number. The issue with this is you're going to get a load of crap that comes through that just isn't qualified. You're going to get fake telephone numbers, fake email addresses. You're going to get a load of data that just isn't really where you want it to be. And the biggest issue with this as well is you're going to naturally not get that amount of volume because most people see this type of stuff and instantly just move away from it. So what you do want to have is a process I will be implementing for our clients, which is something like this, where it's a multi-stage quote form that allows people to go through step by step and has a progress bar and has really good, clever imagery to be able to push someone forward. Or something like this, where we've been able to ask just more pre-qualifying questions. So it allows people to actually show some interest to get the quote because they actually have to think about the answers. And a lot of the time, if people are actually committing to more than just 2 questions, then they're actually more interested. And the people that can't be bothered with it, they just don't submit the information. So you're going to get just a better quality of lead that comes through. So here's a few tips. Ask more pre-qualifying questions. Now, the whole point here is you're just doing lead generation. If it's the case of you want that person on the phone, you don't need to do the whole data capture to get a quote. You just want to ask maybe 35% of the questions. You want to ask simple questions. You want to do like yes, no's, date pickers, this type of thing that is easy to understand. Like if somebody has to put their phone down, go into the office, get a load of paperwork out to answer the question, like it's too difficult. It needs to be just easy questions. And another tip I'd recommend is to also ask personal questions about 80% into the form. So the email question and telephone question, ask about 80% of the way in. If you're asking that as like the first question, the second question, the conversion rate is going to massively drop. So that's above the fold section. Below the fold, here's a few examples of things that we're doing with our landing pages for our clients to be able to increase the conversion rate. So we've got next step explainers. So a clear 1, 2, 3, ABC type of format that just explains the next steps forward. What's the process you're going to go through? What, after you submit the information to us, does actually entail? Is it going to be an online price? Is it going to be a telephone conversation? What's the process? Is there anything that I need to be aware of? This is a really important way to be able to illustrate this. We like to do it usually in like a 1, 2, 3 format, as you can see. Other things we're doing is highlighting policy features and USPs and really unique selling points. So there's certain policy features that the client gets that is slightly bespoke, then you want to be able to highlight that. You want the policy features to talk directly to the individual that it is. So for example, as a landlord, you're wanting to talk about, landlord policy features. So you're wanting to convey policy features correctly, USPs to people. Like people aren't going to download the policy document PDF and read through all the exclusions and the inclusions parts, but you do want to highlight that, like, what is it the person's actually buying? Why should they be interested? You also want to highlight some USPs about the business, of what makes you better than everyone else. If you're able to articulate that in a really good way, then you've just got a likelihood that somebody is actually bought in and interested and wants to speak to you. Again, so there's just a range of examples that we're doing for our clients where we've got like us versus them, what's covered sections, how we're talking about what benefits, them, the policy features and that type of thing, just a few examples there. One of the most important parts to this is if you've got reviews, highlight them. Showcase your reviews, talk about the people that you're helping, highlight these in an effective way. If it's a Google review, make sure it looks like it's come from a Google review. And effectively, people buy from companies that have trust to them. And the best way to showcase trust is through social proof and reviews. So it's a really important thing that you do that. And then last thing that we like to do is just add FAQs. Best way to be able to frame that is just if somebody gets right to the bottom of the page, add some answers and questions. And effectively, if somebody reads all the way to the bottom, most of the time they're quite bought in and they just need a few extra things to move them over the line. And this is a really good way to be able to just highlight some of those core issues. So just to recap where we have got to so far, we have covered the common mistakes that people are making, the things that you should be doing before even thinking about launching a campaign, how to structure the campaigns in a correct way to be able to get delivery, how to actually show these ads to people that are interested, and how to actually display the business in a way that looks like it's actually fixing a solution. How to find winning audiences, how to find winning keywords, how to find a winning trend that is actually going to be able to see volume, see leads that are exactly within your target audience, and how to build and structure a landing page that actually converts. How do we turn those eyeballs into, the objective that we want? So this comes into my last point. What are the best campaigns to even use? Now, be honest, there's no right, wrong way to build your account. Depends on the product, the size of the audience, the ad spend, what it is in that market that you want to go after, your business. Obviously, results can vary, but I just want to showcase an example for maybe an account that is spending less than 10K per month on their ads. This is the format that we do. This is the format that we implement for our clients to be able to start them off before we start making those optimizations and building on top of it. We're doing one search campaign per product, and we're doing one Performance Max campaign per product. So all of this, the traffic is then directed to these landing pages that we've built. So let's just say we're doing landlord insurance and holiday let insurance. We'd have a £10,000 per month budget, for example. Search campaign would be landlord. A Performance Max would be landlord. We then do a search campaign for holiday lets. We're doing a Performance Max for holiday lets. So search is allowing us to be more specific with the keywords and ads that we're creating on search. And then the Performance Max is allowing us to be across all the domains, across the cross network, the YouTube, and the search platform. In this situation, we're staying away from every other campaign. These are the main ones. These are the best ones you're going to get the results from. Definitely for insurance. Then with inside that, obviously we're doing the ad groups like I've explained above. So we've just got one search campaign with multiple different ad groups in it. That might be 3 ad groups, that might be 10 ad groups, however that is, and how many trends that we find. And then within Performance Max, we're just doing one asset group to start off with. Same thing with this one over here. So we're doing one campaign, one Performance Max per product that we're running these ads for. Now, this moves us on to the advanced technicals. Now, like anything and everything, there's always nuance. There's different ways to approach things. What I've explained to you is the exact framework of method that we use in my agency. This will get you incredible results. It's got our clients incredible results. But there are more advanced methods to this. There's things for you to look out for. There's ongoing optimizations. There's split tests within the ads, the landing pages, the ways to find more winning ads from your performing ads, how to and when to cut off low performing ads. All of this, if I covered in this video, it'd be like 5 hours long. And to be honest, I don't want to make a 5-hour long video. So if you just want help implementing this for you, completely done for you without the headache of having to figure it all out yourself, or you're just currently doing this and you need some help getting it to the next level, click the link below, book in a call with me. I'd love to have a chat with you. But this is the video, 2025, the best ways to generate insurance leads using Google Ads. Implement these strategies that I've shown you today. You're going to get massive results. And to be honest, you probably won't even need to speak to me at all. Appreciate it. Hope you found some massive value from this video. Let me know your thoughts below. If you disagree with everything that I've said, leave that below. If you agree with me, then leave it below. If you've got any questions on anything that I've mentioned today, leave it below. If you want to reach out to me, message me over on LinkedIn, email. You can find me online. It's pretty simple. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. With 2025, we are absolutely back. Thanks again for watching this video. Bye.